Okay, people. So if you are looking at my channel, then you have noticed that there was a video about how I plasti dipped my shower. And I haven't looked at my channel. I'm not an active YouTuber as in making content, but I noticed there were some people in there that said, hey, how was that plasti dip shower holding up? And so I'm coming back to revisit that plasti dip thing. So this is not the same house. This is a different house. This is now, I think I uploaded that video 8 years ago. So it's been a minute. So this is a different house, but if you go back to that plastic dip video, it worked for about 4 or 5 years. And then it started to have an issue again. So I will say, yes, that is a temporary fix and it will work. I imagine maybe you could keep on dropping coats of plastic dip on top of that to continue to get some more time out of it. But it was meant to be a temporary fix and it did serve that purpose. So if you want to continue to do the plastic dip thing, again, going back to my other channel, that did work. It is temporary. In doing that, that bathroom was always very humid because the fan didn't get ran. It was not run continue as much as it should have been. So you really ought to install one of these. This is a humidity sensing switch. So where your fan, that's manually turning it on. But when this bathroom, this is my downstairs bathroom next to my boys' room. This is in a basement. There's no windows in this bathroom. It would get very humid in here. They run the shower. They like to take hot showers. They're going to run it hot in here. Humidity is going to collect on this sensor and it will automatically turn this fan on. I had an issue with that in that past bathroom with the plasti dip. The fan didn't get run like it was supposed to all the time because you have to remember to turn it on and you got to remember to turn it back off again. And I just didn't do that. And neither did my wife. So there was always an issue with it being damp in there, and we'd have to regularly get up there and clean mold off of what would be in that room up around there where the steam would come up and then it would condense on the cold walls and then it just would be damp in there all the time. So highly recommend you get one of these. This is like 30 bucks at Lowe's. Very worth it. And then when you are ready to not do a temporary fix anymore, something like this is the answer to the more permanent solution to the plasti dip. These are wall, like a synthetic like wall tile thing. These were in Lowe's. This whole thing right here, I did this bathroom myself. This was like less than $300 to put all these wall tiles in. So what you do is you take these, you just there's instructions on it that tell you how to do it. You just cut them correctly and then you put some adhesive on the back of this there, and then you just glue them on, and they're interlocking. They all lock together, and at each joint where it locks together, they're like tongue and groove joints. I put a bunch of silicone inside of these joints before putting them in and locking them in together. And I set the joints to where, or the tongue and grooves to where I made sure that like the tons were not such that water would go down behind it. And I don't think it even would, but I just made sure that if water was coming down, there is no possible way it's going to roll down there. First of all, it's got a bunch of silicone in there. And second of all, even so, gravity, even if a drop of water worked its way behind something of silicone, it can't go down behind these. And man, for how cheap these were and for how little, I mean, I am not a tiler and I didn't expect to become one and didn't want to become one because that's a lot of money and time to learn tiling. And if you screw it up, then you know, tear all that crap out. And I didn't want to do that. So this works. This is the answer after you're done plasti dipping. To me anyway, if you want to do a cheap bathroom and you want something that's permanent, and you don't want to spend the time and effort and the money to try to put a tile shower together, which is hard, like, then you get this stuff. And it just works so well. My boys come down here and I'm not having an issue with this at all. Highly suggest this stuff. This is the answer. So anyway, continue with the plastic dip until you get a little extra money. Spend a few $100s. Tear out that crappy regular drywall that your builder was an idiot and put in, like on my old house. He didn't use the correct cement backer board or waterproof, water resistant drywall. And when you get the right drywall or cement backer board up, then you can do this stuff. And it's cheap. It took me, because I'd never done it before, it took me, 2 or 3 days to get it done, and it looks awesome. Good luck with your home repairs. I love home improvement stuff and home repairs that are really cheap and effective and that look awesome. And this is it. Take care.